As parents or future parents, we all want the same thing, and that's to give our children the best possible start in life. But here's the reality we're facing today is that chronic health conditions in children are skyrocketing. From allergies to asthma to ADHD and autism, and so many parents, so many moms and dads are left asking, is there anything else that we can be doing now, even before birth, to help our babies thrive? The answer is yes. And in this video, we're going to actually dive in deep and we're going to show you the most overlooked step in prenatal care that could change everything for you and for your baby. This message is especially for the expecting parents or those planning to conceive soon. Those who want to take a proactive approach to their baby's development and lifelong health. Maybe you've seen the rising rates of developmental delays and chronic issues in kids, and you thought, I don't want to be a part of that story. I don't want that to be our story. Well, today you'll learn why behind that trend, and more importantly, you'll learn what you can do about it. We're diving deep into the nervous system's role in fetal development and the concept of the perfect storm. So real steps that you can take to start your baby's life on the strongest possible foundation. So let me tell you what we're seeing in our practice. A mom comes in, she's pregnant with her second baby, but her first child was a perfect storm kiddo. She went through fertility struggles, high stress pregnancy, long induction, an epidural, and eventually a C-section. Her baby struggled with colic and reflux and poor sleep and latching issues. Later came things like ADHD, anxiety, speech delays, and it's a cascade we're seeing more and more. It's not random, but let's look at some US stats, all right? We rank number 1 in emergency care, which is awesome, but last in maternal and infant mortality rates. Over $50 billion are spent every single year on childbirth. 25% of women are induced. 70 to 75% of women receive an epidural, and 1 in 3 births end in a C-section. About 1 in 7 moms experience postpartum depression as well. The stress and intervention rates are rising, and so are chronic childhood conditions. So how did we get here? And how do we change it? That's the most important part. Here's the thing that people don't necessarily realize is that the system that governs everything in your baby's body, from their heartbeat to their digestion, to their brain development and immune function, it is the nervous system. So let's break this down. There are 2 main branches of the autonomic nervous system. You have your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight mode. It ramps up heart rate, tension, stress hormones. It's for emergencies, all right? And then the other side, over here, we have our parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and regulate and digest mode. It promotes healing and growth and restoration. In a balanced system, these 2 work flawlessly together. But when stress is constant, as it often is during modern pregnancy, your nervous system gets stuck in this survival mode, and that's where this dysregulation begins. Here's where hormones come in, all right? When the nervous system is dysregulated, it can throw off the entire body's hormonal balance, impacting everything from menstrual cycles to fertility issues. And this happens because the 2 hormone centers, the command centers, the HPA axis, which is your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, this handles our stress response. And then we have our HPG axis, which is our hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, which handles reproductive function. All right. When the body is stuck in stress mode, the HPA axis takes over and the reproductive system gets shut down or gets downregulated. So that makes conception and pregnancy that much more difficult. Both systems are important, but we need to be in the right mode at the right time. And unfortunately, too many women are stuck in that survival mode like they're running away from a bear in the woods 24/7. And it's stealing the energy their body needs to grow and to nurture new life. So how does this affect baby? Okay, the umbilical cord isn't just delivering nutrients and oxygen to baby. It's also transmitting neuroemotional signals from mom to baby. Mom's stress becomes baby's blueprint. And if mom's nervous system is constantly in this fight or flight response, baby is born already wired for stress. It's already wired for tension and imbalance. And this sets the stage for issues with things like digestion, sleep, immune function, emotional regulation, sensory processing issues. All right, so let's look at baby's nervous system development in utero, right? Going all the way back to week 3, the nervous system starts forming. It's one of the first things to form is the nervous system. Week 6, social development, those nerves begin to form. Week 26, the vagus nerve myelination starts. So the vagus nerve starts to become more and more developed. By week 37, the ANS, the autonomic nervous system, is fully developed. Week 40, the vagus nerve and immune system start to mature. It happens so early and so rapidly. So what happens when the system is interfered with? This is where we, as neurologically focused chiropractors, come in. If the spine and the nervous system are misaligned or restricted, what we call a subluxation, it can create this thing called dysautonomia, which is a nervous system stuck in overdrive. This nervous system stuck in overdrive can then lead to things like hormonal imbalances and fertility challenges, like we said before. It can also lead to things like heightened stress and poor sleep. It can lead to impaired blood flow to the placenta. It can lead to breech or transverse baby positioning because of that stress. Labor and delivery start to be more complicated with these. And it's all this trickle-down effect, but there is hope and a path forward. No, we cannot control every birth outcome. That's impossible. But we can control how adaptable and how resilient our nervous system is before, during, and after pregnancy. Start with preconception care for both partners. You have nutrition and movement and stress management, nervous system regulation. Then on top of that foundation, we build a support birth team. We have our midwife, our doula, our pelvic floor PT, our IBCLC, a chiropractor, neurologically focused, family-oriented chiropractor. Choose providers who will educate you, who will support you and empower you, not just rush or override your instincts. Because when mom is supported, when mom feels loved and supported, baby thrives. So now that you've learned all of this, take a moment to imagine, how powerful would it be if before your baby's even born, you could help set the tone for their brain, for their body, for their immune system, for their life? That's what happens when we support and regulate the nervous system for both mom and for baby. And that starts with our Neurological INSiGHT Scans. They're non-invasive, safe, and they show us exactly how your nervous system is functioning, where it's strong, where it needs help. And from there, we create a custom care plan tailored to your exact needs, whether you're trying to conceive, whether you're already pregnant, or whether you're just looking to be your healthiest self. So do not wait until baby is born to think about their development. Start now. Click the link in our bio or call the office to schedule your scans. And let's build the strongest foundation for your growing family. And hey, if you have found this helpful, share it with a friend who's on this journey too.